and I wanted to just make this video to answer a couple questions and to encourage you that you can read the Bible. Hi, my name is Laura. I am a pastor's wife in Minnesota, and I have a lot of friends who are new to the Bible, and I wanted to just make this video to answer a couple questions and to encourage you that you can read the Bible. It is not too intimidating. It is not too intellectual. It is not beyond you. You can do it, and it is so amazing. It is so important. So a couple just things to know. First things first. The Bible is a collection of 66 books. It's not just one book. It's not like one book with 66 chapters. It's 66 different books, okay? They have about 40 different authors. Sometimes the author's name is the name of the book. Generally, people think that Matthew wrote the book of Matthew and John wrote the book of John. You know, that's not always the case, right? Sometimes a book is called like Psalms, which is another word for songs or hymns. Okay, so there's 66 books, and there's a ton of ways you can read this book. If you want, you can read it cover to cover, from the first book, Genesis, to the last book, Revelation. You can. You can. If you are a person who is new to faith and you have not learned much about the Bible yet, honestly, I would not recommend doing that method. You can, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. But I just know I've been a believer and I've been reading the Bible since I was very young, and I still get caught up in some of the more challenging books that are early on in the order. So you can start kind of in the middle. Here's what I would recommend. The Bible is split into two chunks, the Old Testament and the New Testament. And maybe in a future video, I'll explain a little bit more about why it's split like that. But if I were you, I would start at the beginning of the New Testament. The beginning of the New Testament, there's 4 books called the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And these were men who knew Jesus, or who had lived in the general time frame of Jesus, okay? So they are all telling the same story of Jesus. And when you read the Bible, there's the first part, the Old Testament, that tells kind of why Jesus needed to come. And then there's the second part that tells the story of Jesus. But I would start with the New Testament, the stories of Jesus, because Jesus is the reason for the whole Bible, okay? And if you want to know more about the Christian faith, you really need to know about Jesus. Jesus, another name for Jesus, is Christ, and that's where you get the word Christian. The word Christian actually means little Christ, so trying to be like Christ. And anybody who claims that they are a Christian is saying that I want to be like Christ. So if you're new to this faith journey, I would start by reading about Christ. So open up your Bible. There's a table of contents in the front. You don't have to memorize the books of the Bible yet. You don't have to know it all. You can use the table of contents in the index. That's okay. Find Matthew, or find John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Those are the 4 books. They tell a lot of the same stories. It's kind of like 4 accounts of Jesus' life. So that's my advice for you if you are new to the Bible, and I wish you the best. I'll do some more videos about the Bible if you're interested. It's something I'm very passionate about. I love the Bible. I love learning about the Bible. I've been studying the Bible for years. You know, God gave the Word to all of us, and He gave the Bible to be accessible to everyone who believes, not just the pastors or the priests or the higher-ups. It's for all of us, so we can all learn and grow from the Bible. So those are my thoughts for you. I hope that helps you. Let me know in the comments what you're curious about with the Bible. All right, thanks. Bye.